Mr. Johnny Mac, what are we doing?
Well, we're getting ready for the Lake Erie Loop. I'm out here at Cinch's house on my rental bike.
Oh.
I got the old Buddy 125 in the color of the fastest color, red. And we're just packing things. He's got a lot of his camera gear going on in here. This, we got a little bit of gas, a hoodie, some snacks, extra gloves, some oil, necessities.
Yeah.
He's riding the TNT by Benelli in the 135 displacement. He looks like he's going to be fast. I don't know if I can keep up with him. I'm sort of the party barge. I've gotten called on to be carrying everything, so I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of a group ride for most of the trip, but I know that final leg, it's going to be like every man for himself. So
yeah, final fuel stop, it's on.
I might have to kick him or something, or fuck him up somehow. We'll see.
Lean it out.
Yeah, pull a spark plug wire for a minute or something.
All right, what time we getting up? It's what, 11 now, so what time we getting up?
Well, we got to be there by 6, so a 15-minute ride. I think we need to be awake by 5. 15 minutes to get dressed and get on the bikes and get scooting over there. Bruce did say he'd kind of wait up for us, that they weren't hardcore about starting at 6. They weren't.
Okay.
So.
About wheels up about 5:15, 5:20.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
Yes.
4 hours later.
Ease up there, fucking Hulkster.
All right. What time is it?
Dark, 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Here we are. Ready to go. Didn't sleep much. Shouldn't have had that bottle of Mountain Dew right before I went to bed. Note to self. But at any rate, I'm excited. Here we go. Woohoo!
Would you hold me? What's up, man? If I told you, what's up, buddy? Run away, so come, my darling. Let me help you. We can follow the sun and leave the rain for somebody else. Let's help ourselves. Leave our troubles on the shelf. Don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise.
Here we are, pulled over for a little navigational stop. I'm gonna grab a drink of Mountain Dew. This trip's been sponsored by Duluth Trading Company. I got my Armachillos on. Heads up, we got a car. We're just standing out here in the middle of the road. My Armachillos and my No Funk socks. I'm very happy with those. So far, so good. Everything seems to be running right. Bruce is leading the pack. Good pace, about 55. You know, sometimes up the hill a little slower, a lot slower.
All the sidewalks and the highways, they will turn into dust as Mother Nature covers over every street we can.
What's going on, John?
Well, seems I've run out of gas. I knew it was gonna happen. I was watching the gauge go down, but I figured let's just run her all the way empty, see if we can.
She's overloaded because she usually gets about 120 and you got what, 80?
I don't know. It's not looking good for fuel economy, for speed, for making it up a hill.
Oh boy.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling, let me help you. We can follow.
So currently I am leading all the green bikes and guys named Steve. What?
Look at this filthy air filter. What kind of substandard rental bike did you give me?
On the shelf, don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise. All the sidewalks
So here we are in front of the world's largest Loggenberger baskets. I don't know if your mom or your aunt or the favorite female in your life was into these for a while. I know in our family, we had about 100 of these things. If you want one, call us, we got plenty.
Look, a picnic basket.
It looks like it needs a little repair and restoration.
Yeah.
They should have like a swing set off of those handles up there.
We're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise. Leave it all for somebody else to.
All right, so where are we at? What are we doing?
We're in Logan, Ohio. We're taking a little pit stop, kind of a long break here just to really relax.
How was those last roads?
Very fun, nice twisties and everything. I think Bruce is finally getting used to his bike. He started hanging in there, staying off the brake. Up and down, roller coaster ride, fly 65 mile an hour down the hill, and then top out at about 35, cresting the next one, playing that game. Fuel mileage economy hasn't been too bad. I think with the Buddy, we just didn't need to, we needed to top it up a little bit more, get it above full. So that wasn't bad.
We're gonna play change bikes for a while, right?
Yep, I'm gonna switch it up, take the TNT 135. You're gonna ride the Buddy.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm popular here in Logan. I had a nice little back rub while I was having my lunch from a local
Yeah,
gal.
you good.
Anywho.
All right, back on the road.
Woohoo! Bruce is down. It shut off. We thought he was out of gas. Didn't want to start. We checked for spark. We got spark. We got fuel. We got compression. It's just a matter of getting her going again.
But you did say that we could tow him 200 miles home.
Yeah, we have a tow strap.
It's hard to tell if this plug is wet. It's so fresh. That plug's been doing this. I'm gonna put the other plug back in. It's been running.
Bruce is running again. We don't know what made it run. Maybe it just cooled down. We're back up. Okay, so here we are, back in Cinch's garage after a very long day of riding.
Did you look how many miles?
I don't know.
It had to be like 4 something.
Something. Even though we took a shortcut and beelined it back home, I think we still did over 400 miles.
So John, what happened in the middle of coming back that was sort of interesting?
You're talking about when we were on 71?
Yeah.
Well, I'd been following Bruce all day long, and he's riding a 2-stroke. And honestly, I really just got sick of smelling the fumes. So I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna go 55, 60, whatever. You do you, I'm gonna do me. We're gonna rally at 250 and 71. So we started off, and of course, Bruce fell by the wayside and stuff, but at one point I look at him, Cinch pulled in front of me and kind of waved me off, And I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw twinkle lights.
Oh yeah, lots of them.
Yeah. So the red and blue, so it was Ohio State Patrol, pulled us over. They said they had a call, bikes driving way too slow on 71.
Now mind you, we were doing 55.
Yeah. And most highways, even though it wasn't posted anywhere, like I think that's really just on the turnpike where they have a minimum speed of 50 miles an hour is pretty normal.
Yeah.
We were achieving at least 50, 55 mile an hour the entire time. Maybe there was a point where we slowed down. I know who called. It was a truck who got stuck behind us, and he was too slow to be able to throw it out and pass us, but, you know, didn't want to wait behind us. So we got pulled over, long and short of it. They ran our license. They talked to him. I explained, we explained that it was, we're doing a benefit ride. It helps burn children. We do this every year.
It helps burn children?
Well, not burn children. It helps burn.
But let me ask you something. Every time you mentioned it, you said it's to buy aluminum cans for burned children.
No, it's not that. It's aluminum cans for burned children. That's, you collect your aluminum cans to be recycled and the money gets donated to the children's home.
Ah, okay.
As well as our entry fees and whatever other money, sponsorship money.
Okay. All right, so we did a good thing. So the ride in the morning was beautiful.
Yep.
Like morning all the way through afternoon, beautiful.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Bruce broke down, and then everything fell apart.
Yeah, that was just 2 hours of pain and anguish that you didn't need right in the middle of that trip. At the furthest point away from getting home,
Yeah.
his bike decided to just stop. And then the melee ensued of pull the spark plug, do this, check this, do that, put gas in it, try ether, do that, and
Well, we did get fortunate that it stopped in front of a mechanic that was hanging out outside that
Yes.
let us use all his shit.
I wish I remembered his name, but that guy was awesome.
Yeah.
He was Johnny on the spot. I got tools. What do you need? What can I do to help you? Get your bikes off the side of the road. Pull them in my yard here. So I love that guy. Whoever you are,
He was
you
cool.
are the unsung hero of this year's Lake Erie Loop.
Yeah, locked in Erie Loop.
Yeah.
So I think doing the actual race compared to this year would be a lot more fun, but the beginning of the day was awesome. I can't wait to look at that footage because
There was some beautiful roads that we hit that I didn't know even existed in this state.
they looked fake.
Yeah.
Like they looked like somebody painted them. Like when you go down a hill and then there'd be like a red farm with a silo with the sun and green, and it was ridiculous.
And just sweepers, and it was uphill, downhill. It was really, there was some good. We need to look up that route. And
Well, we need to go back next week on our real bikes.
I think I'm gonna take a little
Or whatever.
breather from taking any kind of big trips. I need to heal up a little bit.
It was a long day.
That was kind of a lot for me.
That was a long day. But we did figure out that the TNT likes you better and the Buddy likes me better.
Yeah, I think just the Buddy, considering we already had all kinds of camera equipment, a big top box on it, and then
A gallon of gas.
a gallon, gas, and we were using it as the freighter, and you don't put the fat guy on the freighter, so we switched it up, switched bikes. He got on the Buddy. I was only able to keep it. I could get it over 55, sometimes 60, but mostly I was stuck somewhere between 50 and 55, and really a Buddy should perform better than that.
Yeah.
Well, he got on it, and it did much better, and the TNT handled my girth much better.
Yeah.
So we were then more evenly matched, and we could both, be able to go up a hill without.
But something to be said about both these bikes. I mean, we fucking flogged them basically all day.
Yeah,
And
who'd have thought? I'm very impressed with the TNT's fuel mileage.
Yeah.
Even at wide open throttle for, it's like half the fuel of the Buddy, and especially his old two-stroke.
yeah, it was crazy.
I was like, wow, I can't believe it's returning such a good gas mileage.
Yeah,
So,
definitely cool.
yeah, it was.
All right, so what was out of 5 stars? This year's Lake Erie locked in loop.
I'll be honest, this is everything that a Lake Erie Loop always is. It starts out, it's a beautiful morning, you go, and we didn't get rain. The weather really cooperated. It wasn't super cold. But inevitably, there's a snafu, somebody breaks down, or you get lost. But you work your way through it, and you end up back later than you thought you wanted to. I mean, I've only had one or two where that was, a clean run where I started out and hit it and didn't have any problems and made it all the way around. Actually, I don't think I even had one of those, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest, I enjoyed today. Today was fun.
If it could have just not, that whole couple hours lost just playing around with the
that
bike.
sucked, but you take the good with the bad. Overall, it was a nice, I love the roads. I'm gonna find those again. Those were awesome. And Mr. Cop was nice.
Yeah.
And was that the truck driver that pulled you at the end? Was that the guy that we met at the gas station? I think it was, dude. Because he was walking toward that truck.
Yeah.
And we get on the road and he gets in front of you and just stays there.
That'd be hilarious if it was.
Yeah.
So after getting pulled over by the state police and getting an escort through Flavortown, otherwise known as Columbus, we headed out.
100% honest to God police escort through the fucking downtown of Columbus.
Leave it to Bruce to be like, if you'd like, you can give us an escort. So they felt obligated. Now we have the state police following us
the whole time.
And it was like, and watching us not use our turn signals and be in the wrong lane and everything, and just, people trying to run him over and kill him as they merge onto the highway.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. But then again, we were tiny mopeds on the fucking highway.
So then we kind of cut loose once we were north of Columbus. I told Bruce I'm not huffing any more two-stroke. I got out ahead of him. Cinch was keeping up with me for a while, but then he was egging me on. You were like, "Come on, what are you doing?"
Yeah, well, no, this thing pulls up hills way better than the buddy.
So he seemed to encourage me to go ahead and just run with it. So then the perfect opportunity came along. Nice big semi with rolls of plastic or whatever, but he was going to perfect speed, like 65 to 70. It was just perfect.
It was good.
So I just hung behind him, and I was able to back off the throttle, stay in his little windstream there.
And I was always in eye shot. I could not bridge the gap, but I could see you. And so I'd be getting a little closer, and then a hill would come, and then I'd
If
fall
you got
off
in that envelope with me, we would have been side by side, and we could have, it would have been easy sailing all the way back.
But we made it.
I blew him away there, but then I got off. I was the first to get off. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. Got gas. I think while either I was getting in the store or whatever, he blew by or whatever, so he ended up back home first, but he's actually did not finish because he never made it back to the campground, so. I win.
Did you get your trophy?
We'll get those later. Of the three of us, I completed and first. Because then, after Bruce and I filled up with gas, I'm like, go ahead and take off now, because when I catch up with you, I'm not slowing down. So I blasted into the campground, but of course, we were way behind. Even the 50cc, that's not a Zuma, that's a 50cc Genuine.
It's a Rattler, isn't it?
Rat House.
Roadhouse? I don't know.
Yeah. But he
didn't follow the same roads, right?
No, they cheated. They cut it in half.
I was gonna fucking say, there's no way that thing made it up the hills we were going up and down.
No. Nobody was stupid enough to do what we did.
No, definitely not.
But it was a good day.
It was a good day. I give it 3 stars.
3 stars.
Yeah. All right, well, that was a big, long, probably you're going to see a whole bunch of footage before this. A little bit of talking. John will tell you, narrate what's going on. And, that was the Lake Erie Loop 2022. Locked in.
Are you excited about doing it next year?
If it's the loop.
It's actually... Yeah.
I definitely would want a bike that goes 75 though. Like something, I'll have to convert something that at least, I think 75 miles an hour would be the perfect bike. So if you do have to get on the freeway, you're not getting murdered.
That's why I never considered really running in the smaller classes, because I'm like, oh no, I want something that can go on the freeway pretty solid.
Yeah, now some of these ratted up CB250s that the hipsters already got to.
CB200s.
Yeah, 200s. They don't look that bad, because now I'm thinking like I'd make my own subframe, fucking big couch, comfortable fucking thing, a dustbin fairing.
Yeah. You can make a recombinant bike where you're just like laid out.
Steer with your feet. But yeah, I'm into it, man. I think it's fun. I think that we need to do our own thing though. Like we could have had so much more fun on some of the roads. Mm-hmm. Bruce had really knobby-ish tires, And he wasn't super confident on the bike in turn.
Well, I mean, we're riding these. Bruce is riding a 50-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming. I'm just saying, like,
dirt bike. So
yeah. So it wasn't optimal to maintain a nice, fast, flowy groove through the turns. So
it would have been fun if it was probably just you and I duking it out
yeah, that would
in
be
the
good.
turns. But you know,
I think it would have been really fun if we both had one of these. You got to borrow one next time. Maybe
Okay.
Go for a ride from Phil.
yeah, I really like the TNT. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm
Yeah,
done.
I think that's it. Play us out.
And on that note, ba ba ba